What's up, comic book junkies? Are you ready to see some cool comics? If you are, you came to the right channel. Let's do this.
Watch Night Tiger Comics!
Watch Tiger Comics.
Tiger Comics!
Night Tiger Comics. Tiger Comics.
All right, what's up, my brothers and sisters here on YouTube comic book community? Mike Smith in the lair, Night Tiger Comics. We show everything from 1989 and older, and once in a while we'll show a modern book if we got a really cool one. So today is just hopefully a short video. I threw in a little extra stuff, but the main focus is I got a cool package out of the blue from the great Metarog. And I know if you're subbed to this channel, you're subbed to him. And for some crazy reason you're not, you better get over there. This guy is so cool. He actually lives 2 hours from me, but he is a completist and he loves the Bronze Age, and he's just put out some cool content, completed some series, and he's always looking to complete stuff. He's always trading with me. Matter of fact, years ago, I almost gave up on this channel, but he told me to keep plugging away, inspired me to stay in there. And I have to say, so many great community members. Swagged on. What a guy. I sent him a package, so he reached out to me. He said, hey, if you got comic books you don't want, I'll take them. No one's ever done that before. I thought that was cool. So I sent him a package, and I'll be sending him some more. And so I think he really unlocked the secret key there with me. But this is about Metarog. So Swagda, you inspired me because I was kind of going to go on a hiatus. And, you know, I just watched his video. It was very inspiring. Swagda, thank you so much. I want to put it right here. Go and sub him up. Watch his content. I'll be going back and binge watching his stuff. And I'm going to be a big supporter. I didn't know I wasn't subbed to you, brother. But anyways, Metarog sent me a small package. What did he send me? Now, actually, it wasn't that small. So we trade a lot. We borrow each other's magazines. A lot of times I like to just give stuff to people, but sometimes I have magazines that have articles in that are just so cool that I'll borrow you the magazine. And so he's borrowed me magazines in the past, and I borrowed him magazines. So he returned 2 of my magazines, a back issue. This is number 30 from October 2000. It's got a lot of, as you can see, Fawcett, Captain Marvel, Golden Age. You know, that's my thing. So I really wanted to hold on to this one. And I also borrowed him this one, Spies and Tough Guys issue number 26 with the killer. I don't know if that's J. Scott Campbell. No, I don't think so, but it's Black Widow. That's number 26 from February 2000. And I found both of those in the dollar bin. So thank you, Roger, for returning my comics. Now, what did Roger send me? He sent me a really cool book that I was very excited about. So he sent me this. I do collect this. I'm almost done. Captain Canuck Comics. I believe I already have this issue. This is number 4. It's a Canadian superhero of the Bronze Age, and it's actually the first comic book distributed across the United States since the Golden Age. It's self-published. I forget, Comey, I think, is the artist and writer. I should have kind of looked that up a little bit. I mean, I forgot. This old mind can't remember everything these days. So I didn't have this. This is cool. Nice copy, too. Pizza Hut put out some reprints in 1977. This is number 62 of Wonder Woman. So that was a Pizza Hut giveaway. I think I have 2 of them. I don't know how many there were. Roger, when you watch this video, maybe you can comment how many of those reprints there were. I know there weren't that many. I think like 4 or something like that. And then he sent me a Golden Age book. Are you kidding me? And I didn't have this. It's ACG. This is a really cool title. Spy Hunters. Anytime you get a bronze, silver, or Golden Age book with the word spy in the title series, you know it's got to be cool. Spy Hunters. So this is number 20 from 1952 of November. Spy Hunters. I can't wait to read this one and smell it. Yeah, baby. So I think I have this, but I wasn't sure. I haven't seen my copy in a long time. And I actually saw someone post that on Instagram that they didn't really care for this. I think it was Facebook. But I loved it. It's John Byrne art. Stan Lee's writing it. It's a one-shot, Silver Surfer, Volume 2, number 1, 1982. So he asked me if I had it. I said, I think I do, but I said, just in case, send me another one. If I do have it, then I can send it off to somebody. I'm getting ready to do the 2,000 subscriber giveaway, which should be happening shortly. My goal was to get it done by next month. So it'll be a big box of like 50 comics that'll be going to somebody. So Silver Surfer, Volume 2, number 1, John Byrne, Stan Lee. I never know where the glare is because I can't see the camera or what's being recorded. And then he sent me a promo. Adventures in Time, General Electric, Adventures in Time, Adventures in the Future. So actually he sent me 2. So I didn't really look up the year on these. These got to be either 60s or 50s. Adventures in the Future, and then Adventures Inside the Atom. How cool is that? I have to tell you, I'm an avid comic book reader, and I've been making it a goal this year to read as much as I can, because over the last few years, I kind of been doing a lot of content and then family stuff and not getting around to really delving in and reading my books. And I have like 12,000 comics. So I'm devouring them lately and reading everything. The ads, the letter pages, trying to just really learn everything about the comic when I read it. So he sent me this, ACG Forbidden Worlds, number 130, September 1965. This is when they were putting out their own superhero. Very cool. This next book, Killer Gil Kane cover, Adventure into Fear, The Living Vampire Morbius, number 21 from 1974. I love this series. When I was just a wee lad, probably like 8 years old, I found some of these and I thought they were the coolest thing ever. I thought it was something. I thought I had like a gem of a comic, like super expensive, because it was one you don't really ever see these. Even in the 70s as a kid, they weren't ones that people were like selling for a quarter like most comics. People wanted these. Morbius, just a cool concept, cool character. It's a vampire. Of course, all of us nerds love vampires. I already have this copy. I'm torn because I don't want to give it away because, like I said, I really have a fondness for this series, this Morbius run. And I've already read this, but this is a book that I will read over and over. So thank you, Roger. Eventually I'll part with it and I'll put it probably in a nice giveaway for somebody else. But if you haven't read this series, if you see it, even if it's $5, pick it up. So the main one that I loved out of this, and I didn't have, and it can be not pricey, but I mean, it'd be more than I want to pay on eBay. So because it's the first appearance, and it is a really cool character. So I've been wanting this, hoping to find it in the wild. I never have. Got the second appearance in the other, I forget what other series it is. But this is Dead of Night, number 11. Obviously, the first appearance of the Scarecrow later becomes the Straw Man because, DC, I guess, started mumbling over the fact that it was named after one of their villains. So this is from August 1975. Immediately when I got this package, I read this book right away, was not disappointed. This is a brutal, brutal vigilante character. He kills all the bad guys all the way through the book. So pretty much not a common thing in Marvel Bronze Age, for all the bad guys to be actually killed. So I enjoyed it, kind of surprised how it made it through or past the Comic Book Code Authority. But Scarecrow, first appearance. What a really killer Gil Kane cover. Great art inside, great story. Thank you, Roger. This was the gem for me. I really, really appreciated it and enjoyed this. And I will never let it go. I will sleep with it. I'm just kidding. It is cool. Okay, so that's the AOK. So now I'm going to just show you some of the stuff that I'm reading. I'm in the middle of reading this book right here. And I think it's a Luis Dominguez cover, if I'm correct. El Diablo. I picked this up at a local shop a while back for, what did I pay for this? $7. It was well worth the money. Nice shape, great story, great art. I'm actually in the middle of reading it now. We're at a Gil Kane story with Hang 'em High, with a big picture of death right there. I haven't flipped anywhere past this because I haven't read it and I don't want to see what it is yet. So I'm in the middle of reading this one. This is Weird Western Tales, number 15 from January 1973. I bought this from the flea market, sorry. From Big Lou, because I got it marked here. Big Lou sold me this. So I'm in the middle of reading that. And that is a really cool comic. I just finished this. I've had this book for years, found it in the dollar bin, and finally got around to reading this. First appearance of John Walker's Super Patriots, first appearance of the Buckies, November 1986. Obviously, this book was a big money book during the heyday of the, what do you call it? Where the movies were driving the keys, TV shows. Unfortunately, today we're at the tail end and we are just getting terrible content from all channels, movies. And there's the cat. So finally read that. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. This is another one that I picked up. Where did I pick this up? I did pick this up this year in March. I paid $4 for this. This book actually can go for much more because it's the origin of Jonah Hex's face disfigurement. I can't talk here. December 1977. This is number 7 of Jonah Hex. My favorite Western series, bar none. No holds barred. This is one of the best. It's written so well. The art is so good. I am in the middle of actually reading the series. I finished all my Weird Western Tales with Jonah Hex. So this was a fun read. Now I got some books from BWD recently. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. So I'm kind of reading some of the stuff that he sent me. I just read this. I enjoy romance. And let's do some Comparisons. This is DC. This is number 77, September 63. Great cover. I read this one also from BWD. And this is Soap Opera Romances number 2, 1982. Glad to have it because Read Comics 81 sent me number 1 a couple years ago. But I have to tell you, this stories in here were very lacking of content, formulaic, no real character driven, or it was pretty bland, let's put it that way. This book, comparatively, I knew it would be better. DC did a great job on their Silver Age romances. It was really good. A lot of subplots and character-driven stories, not so formulaic. But I do love Charlton, and I think this is a really cool issue, but this one was really fun. Do you guys read? If you're not reading your comics, you don't know what you're missing. It's just a whole new world you can delve into. This book was really good, and this is a Charlton. And I didn't know, but this is the second to last issue. Wayne Howard cover. He does interiors. Number 17, March 1976. This is not depicted in the book. It's just a cool Wayne Howard shark cover. But this has a long story all the way through the book about vampires. And one of the future hosts of a Charlton series and his daughter. I really enjoyed it. This is from 1976 of March. I paid $10 for this, but it was well worth it. It's a nice high-grade copy. That's pretty it for what I've read this last week. I have books here that I'm in my pile here getting ready that I want to read. This is BWD. This is one. Actually, I've read this. I pulled it out for 4th of July, and I want to read it again. So these are books I put up here that I want to read. And some of these, as you can see, were for the 4th of July video that I did. But I have not read these. So I put them up here. And then these 2 or 3 here, I got these from BWD. And I wanted to read these 2. These were some of my favorites out of his AOK. And then I also got this one recently, the 7th War Loan. Very cool. Picked up for $25 off eBay. Oh, and I have a note here. I forgot to read it. I said I'm going to read the note first, and then I completely blanked out because, like I said, I am old and I can't remember stuff nowadays. But it's a letter from Metarog, or a note. Hi, Mike. Here are a few things I thought you wish plus the back issues that I borrowed. Something awesome. Your pal always, Metarog. And we'll close it out with just a few cool books from the collection. You know, I'm trying to pad this with some good content. Like I said, cool comics on this channel, so I can't disappoint. Hope I haven't so far. This is Jet. And I haven't labeled the year. This is from 1950s. Number 5. It's a magazine Enterprises. It's from the A1 series. It's definitely Golden Age, so it's before 1954. Nice black cover. Pretty nice copy. Good girl. So I pulled that off the shelf. I pulled this one off the shelf. I found this one on eBay. And let's see if I have labeled it, what year I found it. I did not. It's got to be 2022 or later. But the Fawcett's from 1943. Ibis number 2, The Invincible. Now, I've read these. I have a few issues. This is a really good series. Really good, I'm telling you. And I found it for $20. I remember that. And I never thought it was a big deal at the time when I found it for $20, but then I started seeing this book listed and going in auctions for over $200. And that was years ago, so I don't know how much this book goes for these days. And I have not read this yet. I need to read this one. So I got some notes here. What does it say? Peter Costanza cover. Began his career during C.C. Beck's initial planning of original Captain Marvel. He became chief assistant at Fawcett through the entire run. Classic Illustrated and Charlton. Oh, he did some Classic Illustrated and Charlton Comics. So there you go. Get a little Fawcett history there. And we'll close it out with one of my favorite books that I show at least once a year. It's Mexican, but it's the giant series. It's The Green Spider. I found this on eBay in November of 22. I don't remember what I paid for this. I think it was like $60, but it was well worth it. This is just one cool looking comic. And I had two up there. The other cover wasn't quite as dynamic as this one. This had the rocket, has the green spider. He's got a gun in his hand. So glad to have this in the collection. Leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Leave a like. Helps the algorithm. That's what they say. I don't know. Yeah, leave a comment. Definitely. Let me know what was your favorite, what you like. Do you read comics? Stay tuned for the 2000 giveaway. Look out for the secret contest that's going on right now. You'll have to find it. It's somewhere in the videos. And then you do what it says, and you're eligible to win a package of cool reading comics, a lot of Bronze Age Marvel, some keys. Go back and watch that video, and you'll see what you'll get. Anyways, this is Night Tiger, Mike Smith saying, read a comic book. I think someone else does that too. Peace out.